Nico, can you talk right now? Nico, come on in.
We need Nico. There's actually background music going right now. They're telling us.
I just killed it.
Can we hear you?
We're
Go on
good.
the stream. We want to introduce you to the people.
I should be live. Y'all should be able to hear me. Can everyone hear me? Think so?
We can hear you, Nico.
yeah.
I don't know if they can.
So how was the tornado? You survived the
They
tornado?
can? I did. It came with a little, very light sprinkle. The clouds looked ominous, but other than that, there was no tornado that I rushed home for. It was a desperate situation.
Okay. Well, coming up,
Lots of
future
sprinkles.
weeks, we're going to have a Nico cam where you guys can see him, because wait till you guys get a load of this guy. He makes me seem like a normal person. Who's number one? Returning this Friday night. Who's number one? Maisa
Right.
Bastos versus Brianna St. Marie, presented by Fat Tire. Lost a whole bunch of matches, but it's still very good. Going out from Frisco, Texas. Still tickets available. You can watch online. The prelims free on Facebook, YouTube. Watch online on FloGrappling. Connor, where can they buy the tickets?
They can buy tickets. We'll put it up in the link in our bio. Go to our Instagram. Check out the link in our bio. You'll see it there.
FloGrapplingTix.com, correct?
Yep.
All right. You want to bring them in?
Let's bring them
The
in.
man of the hour. The Hillbilly Hammer. Jacob Couch, calling in from Mount Vernon, Illinois. Jacob, how you doing?
There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Let's all
I'm
do it.
doing good.
Everybody do it.
How you guys?
Get it up there. Get
Yeah.
it back up.
Hit it, Jacob.
Jacob, hit it with us. Yeah.
There you go.
Let's all hit the PSF Flex.
Yeah. Do it in the chat, too. Do it in the chat.
Everybody in the chat, do the PSF Flex.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Bro, Jacob, the other day I was lifting up at the gym, and I had a PSF hoodie on. There's a bunch of jiu-jitsu people, and some dude from across the gym hit the PSF Flex at me because I had the hoodie on. I was like, damn, you guys are blown the fuck up.
That's it, baby. Revolution's global.
It is.
Oh, yeah?
Revolution can't be stopped. So what's going on with you, man? You're coming in late. How many times have you come in late or accepted a late opponent on Who's Number One? It seems like the majority of the time.
Yeah, I think this is like my sixth or seventh Who's Number One. I think like 3 or 4 of them have been like within a week and a half, maybe at most. So it's like, that's I'm always ready, and I think I feel lucky to be in that position, man, to be able to just kind of be on the card and get called in and called up for the opportunity means that you guys have a lot of respect for me, and it makes me feel really good, and I appreciate that a lot.
I respect the fact that you just don't give a fuck. Like, you're just, I'll fight Gordon Ryan the best on 2 days' notice. Like, a lot of these people are soft where they want to protect their image. It's like, listen, dog, nobody gives a fuck about you. Like, nobody cares whether you win or no. You don't. Like, nobody on earth is gonna change anything about what they think if you win or lose on it. Like, just go out there and do the match. But it's like in their head, they're like, oh, I got this image to protect. I can't do that match. But Jacob Couch don't give a fuck. Jacob Couch is literally ready anytime, any place, went with 2 days' notice against the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, Trey, you got anything for him?
Man, Couch, what is it about those about accepting late matches? Do you like it? Why do you do it, to be honest? I guess is the question. Like, why do you always accept the matches? Why are you always the guy who's willing to accept those?
Money?
Is it money?
Nah, I mean, obviously the money's great for sure. But it's just like I think it would be almost foolish to pass up an opportunity like that, man. It's
100%.
Like the just like the right way to do it to me seems to be to take advantage of every opportunity that you get. So every time I get an opportunity to be on the card, I feel like I need or should take advantage of that. And taking offer notice doesn't bother me, man. I'm always excited to be there, regardless if it's month's notice or 2 days notice. It doesn't really affect how I feel about what's actually happening. So it's just always such a joy to be there, man.
I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to lose. Big fucking deal. Everybody loses.
Who cares, man? Who cares?
You take it. You take the Who's Number One championship on a few days' notice. You go out and you take third place in one of the biggest events of that year. Win a bunch of money. Like, what the fuck? It paid off for you.
Yeah, I don't even think I'd ever seen that much money before, man. I thought.
Can I tell people how much was in your bank account when you got it?
Yeah.
Jacob Couch, when we gave him an $8,500 check, and he showed me that his bank account was overdrawn by $2.76 at the time.
Yep, negative 270. It was negative 270 when I got the 8,500.
I respect it, dog. When I was your age, I used to buy gas in pennies.
Dude, I thought I had $85,000 is how it felt. The first thing I bought was a Red Ryder BB gun and 6,000 BBs from Walmart. And I was just shooting shit in the yard all day. I was like, this is my childhood dream.
Do you take one of those big like show checks? You know, did you try to take that to the bank, just put it in right away, or what? Be honest.
No, I actually took it. I actually took one of those and took it to an ATM. I just couldn't find an ATM that really had the slot size available, so that was kind of disappointing. But then eventually, I just contacted Flo and got them to wire it through.
Couch,
Very nice.
Next time you're in Austin, you got to go shooting with me and the boys. Me and Trey and some of the boys go to the range every week. You train in the morning.
I put y'all in the dirt on the range, man.
What, with your howler skills, your fucking country boy skills?
Yeah, dude. What are you talking about? Shooting bottle caps all day long. You can't get much more accurate than that.
I'm good with a pistol to 7 yards, but I figure that's the worst. If I ever need to shoot somebody past 7 yards, we're at the post-apocalyptic scenario. Like, I need to shoot somebody
you might
kicking
as well
my door.
If you need to shoot somebody that's further than 7 yards away, you might as well just stay in the house at that point. You can deliver groceries now, so I mean you don't really have to go outside.
But man, I was shooting a rifle, though. Those things are fucking easy. After you get used to a pistol, you shoot a rifle, and you're like, wow, it's like shooting a BB gun. Mm-hmm. But, all right. Well, Connor, we got any questions going to the chat? Stir them up. Ask them if they got any questions for our man, the Hillbilly Hammer.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. Couch, we do got some fans in here for you. It seems like everyone's excited for you to be on Who's Number One. And these podcasts are coming back, so we're going to have more guests. If you guys want to get involved, get your questions out to your favorite athletes, here's your opportunity.
Couch, I got a question for you. How much you weighing right now?
190.
Damn, I'm 12 pounds heavier than you, dog. What the fuck happened?
Well, I mean, I got a call for a match at 85, Mike. That's what happened.
Ways the Well. Shout out to Ways the Well, dog. Testosterone and Cialis. It will change your life. Cialis, the secret ingredient.
Why Cialis the secret ingredient?
Cialis is a motherfucker, bro. It's not just about hard-on. Cialis does a lot of shit for you. A lot of pro athletes are on Cialis, dude. That shit makes you feel good, bro.
Trey, when are you getting on it?
I've been trying to get his ass on.
Yeah, I just take the stuff you get at the gas station.
Couch takes the gas station.
I know, man, bro, through and through.
Yep. Couch knows what I'm talking about.
No, I've heard about it. I've heard about
same,
it. Okay.
Same actually.
Whoa, I don't know nothing now. Hey, wait a minute. I heard about it.
TRT levels of testosterone and Cialis is like, I'm on ecstasy all day long, dog. It's like you.
Oh my God!
I just walk around feeling like it's the best, and then I work out and I just turn into like an animal, dude. Like I'm in there growling and shit and sweating all over. I do sets tough this. I puke. The other day I put 275 pounds on the squat and I had 26 reps, and I literally had to keep myself from puking afterwards.
Should just let it
Mike,
out.
you don't gotta lie to everybody, man. You don't gotta lie about your numbers, Mike.
No, that's not much.
Couch, the people want to know, are you going to get a leg lock in this match against Bruno Matias? Or are you going to mix it up and go for
what do you know about Bruno Matias, first off?
What I know about Bruno Matias?
Yeah.
That he's competed at black belt a ton, and I've seen him at a bunch of tournaments, like sub-only tournaments I've did. He's been in the same bracket. We've just been on the opposite side, so we haven't really had the chance to go against each other, but I know he's got like a good all around game, and you know he's gonna be tough. And I just plan to win, man. I don't really like.
Don't sound like you know a lot about him, to tell you the truth.
Huh? I don't. I just know he competes a lot at black belt, and that he's pretty tough, and that he's got like a decent. He's got a good close guard. So.
Okay. All right, Connor, we got questions from the fans.
Yeah, man, I was curious, actually. Do you ever have a game plan going into these? Against Garmo, against Hunter Colvin? You've been on the Who's Number One stage a while. Is this normal?
Goes in his corner. They got game plans. But
yeah?
Couch might not have a game plan. He's got a game plan.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of, I'm just kind of the vessel for the game plan. Heath is like, it'd be like if Heath had one of these and he was just like, right there. Whatever he says, I listen to.
I've been friends with Heath Badigo since before FloGrappling existed, like 12 years ago. when me and Andrew were white belts and he was a purple belt, he could tell you every competitor on earth. He could tell you what sweeps they're good at, what kind, how they like to compete. He knows everything about everyone, right, Couch?
Yeah, he's like an encyclopedia, man. He's like he knows everything about everybody somehow, and it doesn't make sense to me really because he's got so much to keep up with, but somehow he keeps tabs on literally almost everyone. So yeah,
Speaking of Heath,
I just kind of follow up with the game plan. He kind of makes it.
before we get to the fan questions again, tell the people about the gym. I was just out there. Me and Trey were out there filming. Tell people who don't know, how incredible is your guys' new facility? Explain it a little bit.
So it's like a double decker. So it's 2 levels. There's a mat space downstairs and a mat space upstairs. Both of them are about, I would say, 6 to 7. Both of the mat spaces that we have are about 6 to 7 times of what the one mat space we had in the laundromat. And then we got like massage chairs, we got a sauna, we have like a massage table, all kinds of different stuff that we weren't really able to have in the old gym. So now it's like more equipped for like just like a little bit more recovery stuff. There's a lot more. There's a whole workout area in the back. We have turf, so if you want to do like that kind of stuff, you can mix it in there. But it's just like all around, just
one of the best
such a big improvement.
Two different mat areas. You got their mats that were used on Who's Number One that were donated by Dahmer. The FloWrestling one upstairs from FloWrestling Who's Number One. The FloGrappling from Who's Number One. A lot of mat spaces, what I noticed, because I've trained at the old one a lot. I trained at this one the other day, and like a big problem used to be, Couch, you didn't have no room. Now you got room to fucking do shit.
Sorry, bro. Somebody knocked on my door. Yeah, it's
I'm saying you got more room now.
And we don't have to like, in the old gym, man, it got to the point to where like people were rolling and they would like roll on top of each other and just nobody would stop, because if you stopped, you wouldn't be able to train. There were 60 people in there. So now we can have like full training sessions when we are training on the mats. It's just like so much better all around, man. It's such a big improvement.
I'm sure you guys consider the old place to be a great part of your lives, but I mean, this is a completely different world. I mean, you guys earned it. You guys are one of the best teams in the world now. You won Nogi Pans. You might win Nogi World. You got people competing on Who's Number One, people in ADCC. It's time to upgrade, right?
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's 2 decades in the making. He's been working on something like this, so I'm glad it's coming to fruition.
Yeah, very happy for Heath and the guys. Question from the fans?
Yeah, we got something. Obviously, Couch, you know, you've been a professional in the sport for a few years now, but people were curious, over the last few years since you have been competing on that next kind of level stage, what's your training like? How's it changed? You know, what's the transition from amateur trying to make it to professional coming on Who's Number One and being ready for taking a fight on a, you know, short notice at any point?
Well, I think, I don't think much has changed, man. I don't think there's really like a huge difference in anything. It's just more and more. The more I've progressed, the more I trust the process, and the more I trust the process, the more I progress. So just believing in the work that I am putting in and the work that, you know, has kind of been done around here, and just like it's a winning culture. So it's very fortunate to be in something like that, because it just rubs off on everybody and the whole situation, man. So, and then with the training and going from amateur to professional, it's just time, man. It's just, you got to put in the work, you got to put in the time. You have to, you have to be willing to sacrifice a lot of ego. You know, there's a lot of like harder times, or times that could be considered tougher, but if you just understand that it'll all pay off one day, I think is the biggest thing for me. And then in that you can, kind of learn to trust the process a little bit more.
You've come a long way, man. It's very impressive in a short amount of time. Do you remember the first time I met you? I'll tell you right now, at Unity, before Nogi Pans, before you were Pedigo.
Oh my God. Yeah,
So
dude,
listen
I roll
to-
with
listen
Eddie
to this.
Cummings.
He
Beat my ass, bro. He beat me up so bad. Holy shit.
that video might be on FloGrappling. I'm up at Unity, Murillo, the Meows, Dylan.
Why would you tell him? Why would you tell him he was watching this?
Eddie Cummings, all these
What
people
are
were
you
up
doing?
there, and all of a sudden
I
it's
got
like
stock to raise, man, not to lower. What the hell are you doing,
we'll delete
Mike?
it. We'll delete it.
I ain't even in the top 10 no more. Who do I need to talk to about the top
Corey,
10?
dog.
Corey, man. He's got a suit on.
Corey.
I
Doing
told
the
you he's gone
rankings.
corporate. You can't trust him. He's an op now, dog.
It's the corporate influence.
Corey's
we
an
need
op.
we need a rebellion.
He's worried about ad revenue. He thought putting you in the top 10 would hurt his ad revenue or something.
So I'm up at Unity and I'm chilling. It's right before ADCC. We were shooting for ADCC, but Nogi Pans that weekend. And I see this country bumpkin with a big smile come walking into the gym. And it's New York. Nobody wants to talk to nobody in New York. And he's walking around. He's from Kentucky. My mom's from Kentucky. You say hi and you introduce yourself to everyone. And he's going person to person with a big smile on his face and introducing himself and talking to him. And he's stuck out like I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And the next thing you know, 3 years later, he's one of the best in the world. Did get lit up by Eddie Cummings that day, but anybody would have at that point.
I was scared almost. Like, I remember, dude, because I wasn't gonna roll with him. I wasn't even gonna ask him to roll, and I'm like, he's probably got people asking him to roll all the time. I don't want to bother the guy. He doesn't know me. I know who he is, obviously, but he don't got a damn clue who I am. So I don't want to be like this random 200-pound kid just coming up trying to big dog him or do anything rude. And I asked him to roll, and he was cool about it. But I wasn't even gonna ask him to roll. I was kind of timid about it. And my friend was like, "Nah, dude, do it."
You've been training for like 6 months at that point. You still won the fucking absolute that weekend, I think.
I got second at the Nogi Worlds in the absolute. I think that's might be what you're talking about. I got second in my division.
But the thing is, unless you're a psycho, unless you have mental problems, if you're dropping into a gym, first off, you don't go that hard on somebody. Not that you would have beat Eddie Cummings if you did go all out, but you don't go all out on them. And especially if they're like a big name, you don't go all out. Like, you just fucking go and flow roll, they hit their shit, and that's it. Unless you're got mental problems, then you go balls to the wall, and then you really probably get it. Then you would have walked out with a broken leg.
He was cool, though, man. He was super cool.
So, this weekend, what are you expecting about the match?
I think, like I said, Bruno's like a more experienced black belt. He competes a ton, but I'm excited to see how it turns out. I don't know what reactions I'm going to get from him necessarily in different positions. So, but as always, you can expect me to look for the submission and not try to kind of just not do anything, because some people like Trey. When me and Trey rolled, that's what he did. He didn't do anything.
Hell yeah, I did.
I had to say, hey Trey, you're a blue belt now. White belts are kind of the don't do anything. Trey, you gotta. And then he was like, I played college.
He don't know how to do anything. Is the problem.
I was like Trey, what the hell's college football got to do with me cross collaring you? What are you doing?
Purple
what are you
belt
talking
now,
about?
dog. Let's go.
There's no touchdowns on the mat, Trey. I don't know if you knew this.
Well,
purple belt Trey, dog.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Because you're doing it wrong, Couch. The way I do it, there's plenty of touchdowns. Let's go.
Dude, you don't even got biceps, bro. Flex again.
I don't need them. I'm all forearms, dude. A real jiu-jitsu guy. I'm all forearms.
Take your shirt
You're
off.
like a
Take your
T-Rex.
shirt off.
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna take my shirt off. Not on the return episode 1, episode 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah.
I like that.
Couch, you're cutting. Take your shirt off. I bet you're looking jacked.
Couch cutting don't look no different, bro.
That's kind of true.
Couch got
Hey,
them
chill out, Mike. Chill out. You're lying about those squat numbers anyway.
Well, I'll make a video for you. I'm getting strong. My legs are strong.
Hey, there's a squat rack. There's a squat rack in Dallas. Let's put it on the line. Live video.
Hey,
Let's do it.
I'm a video and put it on Instagram, bro. You're gonna be exposed.
How much you think I can squat?
1 rep.
Yeah, 1 rep.
1 rep. I think you probably get 345.
That's probably about right. Like I do 315 for 5. I don't do 1 rep, but I could probably get up to 345 for 1.
How much are you squatting, Couch?
I don't know, a couple cases of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
you just put some 24
dude.
packs. Goes up and down.
Yeah, Michael Pixley off his back.
Oh my God, he's. Oh, I think I could probably squat, dude. I can't. I'm not good at lifting weights, bro. I can't squat that
Strong,
much.
though.
Probably
You're
like
strong
3.
though. You got that fucking mountain man strength, like a Dagestani. You've been running up them mountains your whole life.
Like a Dagestani. The
You've been
Appalachian
walking
is
on that
Dagestani.
incline your entire life, dog.
Oh my God.
Man, you said Pixie. It reminds me. Daisy Fresh season 2 or season 3, the final season of Cruise, and it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be better than the other two put together. Simone has finished. Simone's the girl. You may have seen her, a little Pakistani girl, always follow me around events. She's finished 4 of the episodes. She's already on 5. It's going to be an 8-episode thing. It's going to be fantastic. If we scripted this, it couldn't have been any better. It's going to be great, and it's going to do great things for people like Michael Pixley and some of these new characters. I can't wait.
When's the release date on that?
Late January, last week of January.
Last week of January. Hell yeah, man. I'm excited for that. It's been a long time coming.
Let's go, let's go.
Watching
got
Michael
the-
Pixley run a kids wrestling class is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. That was awesome.
Michael Pixley, if you guys aren't familiar with him, my favorite person in jiu-jitsu. Do not talk to him. He might punch you.
Yeah,
But
it's
if you're on his good side, he's one of my favorite people in jiu-jitsu. So authentic. Such a great guy. I love Michael Pixley. That's what I love about him. He's consistent. He's authentic. He don't fucking change. I said, Pixley, why didn't you wear a Halloween costume? He said, man, I didn't even wear one when I was a little kid. And I believe him. He's just a fucking hard ass.
For sure
day,
he didn't.
Huh?
For sure he didn't, bro.
Yeah, all day, every day, his whole life,
that.
Michael Pixley been a hard ass, and I love it about him. He's consistent.
Bro, for sure, Michael Pixley
Always.
just waited for like some neighbor kid to get back with a bucket full of candy, and he just snatched it from
Oh,
him when
yeah.
he walked up. And he's like, "All right,
Young
good
Michael
job."
Pixley was stealing candy left and right.
Yeah.
He was his reputation in town. He didn't have to do nothing. They'd see Michael Pixley come, they'd leave
like,
him
"Oh,
on the
here you
ground
go,
and run
man."
away. Yep.
Give up an offering.
I love that man. He's going to be a problem one day. But why don't you talk a little bit about your teammate, Rosa Walsh, that's going to be on this event. She's from Ireland, just joined you guys, but I think she's got a lot of potential. Very cool girl. I filmed with her a lot last week. What about Rosa?
I think Rosa's probably underrated, honestly, man. I think since she's got here, the improvement, and the scale that she's made is deserving of a prelim spot on the Who's number 1 for sure, in my opinion. I think she's not that people don't expect her to win. I just think how good she's going to look on the Who's number 1 and competing out there. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people, and I think a lot of people are going to be able to see the work she has put in while she's been here.
Rosa Walsh from Stab City, Ireland.
That's right.
Stab City, baby.
Cork.
Represent.
Stab City, dog.
Cork.
Yeah, she's from Cork. Stab City's an hour away, but I'm claiming Stab City.
For sure.
I'm going to tell the announcer not to say Stab City. If you're an hour away from Stab City, just claim Stab City.
It sounds way cooler.
I would.
Connor, we got any more questions for him?
Yeah, I was actually curious, Couch. Is there a match on the card that you're excited to watch just as a fan?
I think Cole, well, obviously Rosa and Cole versus Cisneros or Safari. Sorry, Damien. I think that one's going to be like, man. I think that was a good call on the on the replacement, because I just think that the two are going to clash, and it's going to be probably, other than your boy, fight of the night potential.
Another one I love is Fabricio versus Ethan should be wild.
Oh yeah, I think. Oh man, I'd like to see how that, because I feel like Ethan does well in scrambles, but also Fabricio is like, I think he's just maybe a little bit faster than Ethan, but Ethan may be a little bit more technical on the edge, with some of the positions. But so I think the mesh of the two is going to be killer.
Let's go.
No doubt.
Hey, you guys want to talk a little inside baseball? They said they want us to talk inside baseball.
Yeah, we'll talk a little inside baseball.
Did you guys finish your cybersecurity training? Did you fail? Did you pass the test?
No, someone tried to
Did you
fish me
bet?
today.
Man,
Yeah.
any motherfucker gets fished deserved it. If you get smished, especially if you get somebody texts you in the middle of the night and says, "Hey, I'm your boss. Can you give me your login info? I can't get in." And that happens to you, you're a dumbass. You deserve to get got, dude. But
What happened?
First off, I cannot be fished. I cannot be smished because I do not check my email. Okay, I don't respond to text. Invincible.
We've completely
We're
lost Couch.
Yeah, we're talking cybersecurity. You did your harassment training?
Yeah, I never had to do the harassment training.
Did you have to do harassment training?
Yeah, dude, I did some harassment
Yeah,
training.
I hope I wasn't the only one. Dude, harassment training.
Dre ain't never do.
I did.
said I was good.
I read the harassment training. My whole thing was like, motherfuckers wish I would do some shit like this in their dreams, dog. What kind of version of shit we talking about?
Couch, this is all just like the stuff Corey's making us do. Corey's
this
this
is the
big
corporate
suit guy,
stuff.
so he's making us do these cybersecurity tests, making sure we're up to speed, so we don't get
Motherfuckers
hacked.
making me do harassment training. I don't even want to talk to nobody. They're harassing me.
Yeah.
Emailing me to do harassment training.
Couch, we're actually gonna have you do harassment training before the Who's Number
Yeah,
One.
it's a new thing.
It's an HR
Yeah.
thing. Sorry, dog.
Yeah.
We've had
All right.
complaints.
All right, there's our inside baseball section. Okay, back on to Couch. We got more fan questions for Couch?
Not right now. They were curious. Rosa won the ADCC Open. Is that right? Is that
Correct. Mundo and Nogi Pants.
Yeah, Couch. I don't think we've talked to you too much since the ADCC Open. Talk us through that. I know that was something that you were excited about doing. And obviously you got to enjoy ADCC afterwards. Did it kind of like relight a fire for the next time ADCC comes around for you?
Oh yeah, man. I sat up there by myself and watched. I watched J-Rod versus Pedro, and that was like it felt, if I could describe it, it felt, obviously not physically because it's a fucking duh, but it felt like it just hurt. Like it hurt a lot to watch that, but it was like, it was a good like progressive way. Like I could put myself, I know that I can do it, I know that I can be there. I know that I can do these things. So,
Sorry. What it hurt to watch?
The J-Rod versus Pedro, because I had,
where did it hurt you?
Huh?
Where did it hurt you? Point to your body.
It made me sad, bro. It made me sad. I was like, damn, like I just did really well against this guy, and he's in the ADCC. Like,
bro, you beat like 8 ADCC trials winners, some crazy amount.
I think it's like 3, but who's counting?
No, you beat Roberto, you beat Tackett, you beat J-Rod, you beat some other guys, I think.
Santeri, sorry, so 4, but yeah, that
so
like it, because I had the ADCC on such a high pedestal, and then watching some people that I've had success against in competition be in the ADCC while I'm not, it made me all I've been able to think about is the next ADCC since watching that event. So I think it'll pay off. You'll
be there next time. You killed it at ADCC trials. You only lost to Giancarlo, who obviously went on to win the entire thing, and then you took 3rd place. West Coast, I know you're not going to want to make excuses, but I'll make it for you. I think you were a little bit too active going into West Coast. I think you needed to just peak for West Coast and focus on. You fought Gordon a week before, right?
Yeah, I was fucked up from that match, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Dump, dude. You fight Gordon Ryan in the main event. Who's number 1? That's an adrenaline dump. Like it takes days to recover from that, maybe weeks.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to like. I don't want to sound like I'm making excuses, but I was really, because he beat my ass. Okay, he laid it on me, boy.
I'll tell you what, you hit an offensive move kind of on him, so you did better than a lot of these guys who've gone against him on Who's Number 1.
Yeah, but yeah, I think there's some truth to what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I didn't win. So next time, I got that shit in the bag.
Let's go. What are you thinking for Nogi Worlds? You gonna be doing Nogi Worlds?
Yeah. I got to register tonight.
Double gold. I think Patago's got a great chance to win it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I got a pretty good shot. There's a few more names than the Nogi Pans in there that I like to go against. A few different guys, so it's gonna be a good time, man. Like I said, I look at it all as opportunity. So each competition, each tournament, each ADCC are opportunities to become the best and try to reach that goal. reach to the top of the mountain.
Something I loved when I was in Mount Vernon last week was Andrew and Bird were back in the mix. Are those guys back training with you guys?
They come in. They come in every now and then. They've been coming in a little bit more here lately.
I loved how Andrew told me, he said, "Oh, I'm terrible right now. Can you not film me? I'm terrible right now." And every match I saw, he's just knee sliding and mounting people and taking their back. I'm like, motherfucker, you are not terrible.
He's the world's worst self-critic, so he can't take anything he says about himself too seriously.
He takes a couple weeks to get his cardio together. He could go win Nogi Worlds easy, in my opinion.
Yeah, dude. He's beat me up more than anybody I've ever trained with. It's crazy.
Were you in Kentucky when Tom Hardy was there with Heath?
Yeah, I was at the camp, bro.
How the fuck did that come about?
Yeah.
Well, he's in Kentucky shooting a movie.
Oh, okay.
And he wanted to train jiu-jitsu, so he just stopped by our camp, started training, rolled with, dude. He might be one of the coolest. He might be. I've not met a lot of really famous people like him, but of what I would want it to be like when I do, or when I have met people like that, he's like the ideal example. He's like the most down to earth, like talks to everyone. He rolled with a lot of people, like 6-7 people in a row with no break, and was just like so nice to everybody.
You know what I like about him? Or no, I can tell he's a good guy because he competes. He's got nothing to gain. He's got everything to lose by going out there to compete. He still goes out there and competes. Mario Lopez does the same thing, too. And Mario Lopez, in my experience, is a great guy, very humble guy. Mario Lopez, every time I've seen him for years, remembers my name. You know, hey, how you doing? Very, very down-to-earth guy. And it's like, for Tom Hardy to go out there and compete at a blue belt, purple belt, at a local tournament, that takes some balls, and that shows he's dedicated to it. And I really respect it.
Yeah, he's like I said, man. He's just. I feel like sometimes with famous people have like a perception of like they're like not human or like they're different. He's just he's a normal guy, man. A normal, down to earth, chill dude. And he loves the competition, loves putting himself out there.
He was at Danaher's the week before, and everybody there had great reviews about him too. So Tom Hardy, certified good guy, certified friend of the podcast.
Yeah, he's probably watching.
Definitely a friend of the show. Big friend of the show.
Dude, I just watched Bronson the other day. Hey, all these guys at Pedigo are obsessed with the movie Bronson. At one point, 10 years ago, Alejandro and Heath and all of them shaved their head and had the mustache. You ever seen the movie Couch? They make you watch it yet?
I remember bits of it, but he showed me the picture. He looks basically the same.
So I finally watched it like 2 days before that because they've been telling me for 10 years. I watched it. Fantastic movie. Tom Hardy's an incredible actor in that movie. I text Heath and say, "Hey man, I finally watched Bronson. It's good." And then 2 days later, Tom Hardy shows up to train with him, which is kind of wild. We got any more questions for him before we get out of here?
No, man. I think everyone's just excited for the show. Thanks for coming on, man. It's been awesome. We appreciate the interviews.
Couch, we love you, man. Love Heath Pedigo. Love everybody out there. Hit the flex.
Yeah, there he is.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
618.
There it is.
Yeah, that's it.
618 represent, boy.
Oh yeah.
Thunder and lightning, baby. Thunder and lightning, right here.
I like
What's
that.
the baby shark? The baby shark
Yeah,
is this?
that's the Jaws, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
I like
Shout
that,
out Baby Shark. His teammate Fabricio is going to be on the card.
Yeah. What is that shit?
That's if you know, that's me scaling it, like because I'm so much bigger than Baby Shark. Me doing the thing.
Damn, shots fired.
Oh man, okay, we can set that one up. Baby Shark versus the Hillbilly Hammer.
Don't make me. You want me to tell the story about when you and the baby shark got confused that one time?
Yeah.
You want me to tell that story?
What's that story?
Uh-oh.
Gabby Garcia hits me up, and she calls me or texts me like, "Who's this guy, the baby shark?" That's in. I was like, "I don't know. This guy Diogo." She's like, "He's in love with me. He wants to go on a date with me." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Baby Shark Diogo Hayes wants to go on a date with you?" and then I was like "There's no way it's Diogo Hayes, the baby shark." And she goes, "Yeah, you know, the baby shark, the guy from Daisy Fresh. He just fought Gordon Ryan. His name's Jacob, the baby shark." I said, "That's the Hillbilly Hammer, Gabby." And then I told the baby shark, and he said, "Hey,
you put a word in for me, or did you just let it die there?"
I'll put a word in for you." And I told the baby shark though. He said, "Hey, you know, if she's interested, I'm down." So,
Dang.
hey, JC, I love you, dog. Tell everybody out there I love them. You guys are family. If I retire one day, I'm going to go live in Mount Vernon. Take it easy. Peace.
Peace, man.
Hell yeah.
All righty.
That was a great interview.
What are we on to next?
Man, we got a few things, I think.
Do we?
Well, I guess not. It's kind of the end of the show. We're back, but boys, like...
No, we got to talk about the event this week,
Yeah.
dog.
Are we going through the betting line still?
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
we at least got to go through the fucking matches, bro.
Hell
yeah, let's go through each match. We can give our pick 'em. We don't have to have a graphic or anything, but we can just run through and make our picks. Talk about each match a little bit.
All right, let's do it.
Nico, you hanging in back there? I haven't heard anything from you.
I'm not supposed to talk.
Are you
It's literally
on
my
the
job.
stream
I
right now?
sit
Are you on the
back there and
stream?
hit buttons. Yeah, I put it on the stream. You're talking to me.
There he is. That's our boy Nico in the back. Yeah, he's on the other side of
You
this
guys
wall
don't even
running
know
stuff
about
back
Nico.
there.
Nico imagines interactions in the office that happen and stuff. Nico is a trip. Just wait till we get the Nico cam
Yeah.
going next week.
Eventually, you guys will meet Nico. But we got the Tezos, who's number one. Tezos, who's number one. Brianna St. Marie versus Maisa Bastos is going down Friday, November 11th. There's going to be 2 prelim matches. You can watch those free right here on the FloGrappling YouTube channel, but then the rest of the card you got to pay for. So give us your money, baby. Let's do it. So let's run through this card and make some picks if you guys are down.
Let's run it.
Let's do it.
Who are we going to start with? Just, you guys want to start with the prelims or the top?
Let's go main event.
Yep.
All right. So the main event, we got Brianna St. Marie versus Maisa Bastos. What do you think about this, Mike?
Fans as well. You guys get to make a pick. There's going to be 4 people. The fans get to make a pick.
That's true. So
Hell yeah.
so leave your comments for who you see coming out victorious in each of these matchups.
This is a tough one to call because Maisa Bastos is going to pull guard, and it's impossible to pass her guard.
It really is.
We saw Luisa Montero grab her and jack her up, but you can't do that, Nogi. It's impossible to pass her guard. St. Marie can pass just about anybody's guard, but Maisa's legs are so small and her guard is so good. Tough one to call. I'm going to say Maisa gets close to the... I think it's going to be close. I think she gets close to the back or gets on top or gets to the back. Maisa takes this thing. But respect to Maisa for moving up in weight classes. She's supposed to be like 20 pounds lighter than this.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, this fight is going down at 135 pounds. Maisa, obviously, the smaller of the two. I'm going to have to go with... I think Brianna St. Marie's on a bit of a heater.
BSM?
Yeah, I'm going BSM. She's on a heater coming off of a silver performance at ADCC. Also, I just think she is a lot bigger. I don't know how it goes down. I have no idea, honestly, how BSM is going to be able to get past Maisa's guard. But you kind of are right. I do feel like Maisa will probably eventually get close to the back at some point. So I'm going BSM. I think it'll be exciting either way.
How do you think BSM wins?
I don't know. I think she's either going to like darce her or something, get some sort of choke, sneak it in there, or just win off of being the aggressor. But
CJ.
I like that. I like that. Brianna always hits like a front headlock dart, so I like that call. I'll also go
I mean, a
with
front headlock's a good way to pass the guard, Nogi, too. So what are you thinking?
yeah. I'll go Brianna St. Marie too. She's been on a
Damn.
roll. She's been focusing a lot on no gi. I don't know
hate
if
on
I've
the
ever
little
seen her in the gi. Yeah, man, gotta hate on the little people.
Man, it's tough, though, because I love Brianna St. I love BSM. She's such a nice person.
both of these people.
Very exciting competitor. All right, so it's 2-1 here. What are the fans thinking?
Right now we got the poll up in the chat, and right now we're sitting at 67% for Brianna St. Marie.
Wow, Brianna St. Marie running away with this thing, 3-1.
That's kind of a crazy one. I wouldn't.
Let's mark these down somewhere. So, Nico, can you keep track of those so that we can know who was right next Tuesday? No, we can't. Nico can't do that. Nico can't even.
I'll make sure. I'll make a note
Yeah.
for sure. And we can keep track. We'll see what our records are like as we keep going forward with this. But
and we'll also keep track
what are
of
the betting lines on this thing?
I got you right here. Betting lines. It's Brianna St. Marie is at -220. Maisa Bastos is at +180.
Okay, and if you want to bet on those, you go to MikeSearsBet.org. No, just kidding. Where do they bet on them at?
You can bet. What is it? Bet Online DSI. We got the. I'll throw the betting lines article in the chat, and you can follow the links from there.
there we go.
Alrighty, so we're moving on to the co-main event, which I believe is Couch now?
Yep, Jacob Couch versus Bruno Matias.
Bro, Couch all day.
Yeah, I think Couch, even as a late replacement, comes in and gets this one done by submission. I'm calling it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to vote against Couch, especially since he was just kind of on the broadcast. I know he's gonna hit us up afterwards and tell us we were talking too much shit about him. We will throw it up in the chat. Give me 1 second. If you guys want to engage, feel free. Just keep throwing them in the chat. We'll count up
What
all
are they
your
saying in
guys'
the chat? Are they
votes.
talking any shit about me in there?
They were worried about what's in your cup actually earlier.
They said check the cup.
Coffee, bro. I've been sober for 3 months, dog. I'm just on testosterone and Cialis now. What are they worried's in there?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. What do you think could be in there?
Just a little coffee. I try not to drink coffee, but 5 p.m. is near my bedtime. I had to throw a little bit in.
So it looks like we're all going with Jacob Couch on that match.
I think
Connor, I feel like you should just drop can you drop multiple polls, one for each match, so they can go ahead and get voting?
catch up with you guys, yeah.
All right, but
Fucking get on it. Don't make us put Nico over there.
yeah, so
Put you in the back and put Nico over there.
Uh-oh.
Nico might be getting the call up to the big show, baby. Back desk. Connor's going back to produce.
Yeah.
I might put on a suit, join Corey and Reed in the office.
If we can't get a Nico cam, we should just bust a hole in this wall so we can see him in there.
Kool-Aid man this wall.
Be like, Nico, come over to the hole and talk to us. All right.
So-
I am right behind you. I am directly behind you. Yeah.
oh, so
there he is.
if we take this TV out, can we see you?
Nah, there's
No,
another
that's
wall.
a fake wall. That's a fake
All right.
wall.
And we
That's
can only
not
do
even
one
a real
poll.
wall. There's a whole nother wall.
Nico, can we do a cam where instead of the Who's Number One logo, your face is on this TV behind us?
That would be sick.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
All right, so moving
All
on
right.
moving on to the next match.
All right.
We'll get the Nico stuff figured out. We got the next matchup is going to be Cole Abate versus Damian Anderson. So if you haven't heard yet, this was originally supposed to be Cole Abate versus Josh Cisneros. Josh Cisneros had to pull out, so we called up Damian Anderson. He said he was game. So I mean, this went from being
Great
a
match.
sick match to another sick match. So
Yeah. Gonna be a banger. I know Damian's hungry. He was for ADCC camp. He was the alternate. He stayed on weight all the way up until the tournament, to the day of. Nobody pulled out. He didn't get to do it, so you know this man's hungry.
for sure,
But Cole Abate's a fucking problem, bro.
he is.
Cole Abate. Sorry, Damien, I love you. Friend of mine, I see him all the time. But I gotta go Cole Abate here.
I think the interesting thing you said, Damian's obviously hungry. He was on weight, didn't get to compete, but I think Cole Abate had a first-round loss, tough match against Fabricio, went to decision. So I think he's also going to come into this very hungry, wants something like kind of to prove something after losing first round. So I'm also going to go with
Cole's just
Cole.
next level, too, dude. Cole's like future Hall of Famer, man.
100%. So I'm going with Cole. What do you got, Connor?
Man, it's kind of hard to go against Cole, but I did see what Fabricio was able to do, at least hold out the win for the beginning of ADCC. But it's hard to hold that too far against him because Fabricio's just so good.
We're
I'm
talking
going to go with
different rules
Cole
here, too.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Cole here on this one. He's really well versed on the WNO rule set. We'll go with him, and the fans have decided they're going to go with Cole too. It's looks like 87% going for Cole, 12% going for Damian Anderson. We will also keep track of the fan vote, right?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
Trey?
We're going to keep track of all of our votes. Maybe we'll make Nico start making votes in a future episode or something when we get Nico Cam. But we're definitely going to keep track of the fans' vote. We want to see how well you guys know these matchups. You guys are always chirping us. You're in our ear. You're in the comments saying, oh, you guys don't know nothing. Yeah, we'll see, pal. It's us against you now, so we'll see what's up. It looks
right.
like the fans also picked Jacob Couch.
So was it a sweep for Cole there?
It was for all of our votes, yeah.
And for the fans?
and for the fans. Full sweep.
On
Ice
to the
cold.
next one.
The next matchup, we're going to have Haitham Rita versus Luke Griffith. So a couple of big boys.
The Battle of Africa.
The Battle of Africa, yep.
Ghana versus South Africa, correct?
That's correct.
This is a hard one to predict, in my opinion. Luke is a killer in the gym. He's looked great in competition. Sometimes took Yuri Samoes down to the buzzer. Sometimes he hasn't looked so great. He looked great in Nogi Worlds until he lost to Couch on that arm lock. But Haitham is the most unpredictable athlete in the sport. So many times I'm like, he's going to get smoked. And he just goes out there and lights somebody up. He's good at creating, like, tap Cyborg, lit up El Monstro, tapped Big O, took Big O's back and tapped him. I don't know. I'm big on Luke Griffith, though. I think Luke Griffith is improving so much. I think I think John's gonna have a good game plan for Haitham. I think Luke matches up well with his size. I'm gonna say Luke Griffith takes this one.
Okay. I'll say, watching Luke in the gym, it is such an impressive thing. Luke's one of those guys, whenever John shows a move, Luke just immediately knows it now.
Quick
Like,
learner.
it's like, boom.
I used to teach jiu-jitsu, and that's a thing where it's like Some people, like, it takes a while. They might become good still, but it takes a while to get. Some people, you just show it and they just instantly, like, boom, 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 like they can just see you do it and start doing it perfect. And Luke's like one of those people, it seems like.
100% he is. But I also think Haisam Rita. I think who's number one is Haisam Rita's. That's his stage. I think that's where he does the 5-1. I believe one of the best records of a who's number one competitor. So, I think that.
That's the thing about Haisam. Haisam may be inconsistent and losing random stuff. But on the big stage, he turns it up, man.
100%. Yeah, so I think he thrives under that environment. He came to B Team to do part of his training camp there, so those guys are going to be helping do everything they can to get him right for this match. So I'm going with Haisam on this one. But either way, I think it's going to be super exciting, but I'm going Haisam.
Yeah, man. I think you guys have probably seen Haisam and Luke in the gym more than I have, so you got a little bit more context there. But I do think Heisam's doing the right thing, heading out to B Team, trying to get as much of that Donahare adjacent style in for his training round. So
trying to get the what style in?
The Donahare adjacent. It's they're running a bunch of those same similar techniques from BT to New Wave. So I think he's doing a good job going with. I believe they would be former teammates. Was Luke ever over there with any of the B Team guys, or he came after?
Yeah.
I'm going with Haisam, and the fans are now at a 56% for Haisam. We're going to end the poll so that we can get an official word on that.
It's a split.
56% going for Haisam.
Haisam edged him out by the fan vote.
What's the betting line there?
Betting line, I got you right here. Haisam's at plus 130. Luke Griffith is at negative 165.
Negative.
So Haisam's the underdog in this one.
Haisam's dog.
Yeah.
Little juice to be made there.
Also, shout out, we got Sauerkraut in the chat. He's back. I know we didn't give him quite the heads up.
Sauerkraut, a legend.
Who else is in there?
We also got Renee Souza. Renee just showed up.
If he starts talking about buggy chokes, ban him. I'm coming over there real quick.
We got Hollywood or Professor Mike going to the back desk.
See, because I think you're lying to me about what's being said in here.
Yeah.
No, bro, come on. Look at him. Look at him.
What are these people saying? Let me go back. They're gonna say Mike's a fucking Hollywood Mike attacking the. I love when people talk shit about me. Sears is tripping. No, nothing too bad. I love when people say horrible stuff about me. But it's hard to find.
They said this guy on Viagra thinks he's strong. I think that was probably the word.
Oh yeah, no. Cialis, not Viagra, but I am strong. I can run through a fucking brick wall. What else we got going on here?
What
Flow
is
Production's
Cialis?
a joke, Jesus Christ.
Does anyone actually know other than Mike?
Shots at Nico back there.
Nico's asking us what Cialis is. I don't know. You probably didn't hear him, Mike, but Nico just asked what Cialis is. Just Google it, Nico.
Yeah, just Google it. Get on it.
On a work computer, preferably.
I'm running your show. I can't.
The chat will probably tell you. If someone in the chat could break down what Cialis is for Nico, Connor will read it live on air. So, but let's move to the next match. In the next match, we're going to see another B Team competitor, if you count Haisam kind of as a quasi B Team guy now. We're going to have Ethan Krellinston versus Fabricio Andre.
Hell of a match. Match of the night for me.
Yeah. So, if this is out now, if you guys want to go check it out, I dropped the Slobber Knocker report. That's going to be a future segment of this show where I break down what is and what isn't a Slobber Knocker. And so this may or may not have some votes for the potential Slobber Knocker of the card.
You think it's a Slobber Knocker report?
I think it's potentially the Slobber Knocker, yeah.
Are you still doing your Stud Muffin report?
Yeah, I only send that to you, though.
He was going to do a Stud Muffin report where he ranks the cutest guys in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so if everybody in the chat wants me to bring back the Stud Muffin report where I break down...
We can make that a weekly thing on here.
Yeah, for sure. I'll rank the cutest guys in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but this is a Slobber Knocker. This is a guaranteed Slobber Knocker.
For sure.
This is kind of weird because I'm at B Team all the time. I'm close friends with a lot of those guys. And I'm about to pick against them for every match, I think, so far. Because I think Fabricio Andre, the Hokage, is the truth, bro. I think it's a bad matchup for Ethan. I think Ethan likes to scramble. I think Fabricio Andre likes to scramble. I think Fabricio's got an endless gas tank. It might be a little bit better positionally. I love you, Ethan. I also love Fabricio Andre. I'm in love with both these guys, so it's tough. But I'm going with Fabricio
love
Andre.
triangle here.
Yeah, I'm stuck in a love triangle with Ethan Krellinston and Fabricio Andre, but...
That Cialis is talking.
That is Cialis, yeah. It makes me emotional.
Yeah, but I'm going to kind of have to just basically copy everything Mike just said right there. Yeah. I agree with everything you said. I think this is just... I mean, I love the match. How about that?
This
love
is
these guys.
It's
I
got
love
slobber
the match.
knocker written all
Yeah,
over
this
it.
has got slobber knocker written all
We
over
need to get
it.
good old JR and the King to commentate this one.
Yeah, this is going to be legendary match. It's going to be an instant classic, so I can't wait for that. I'm going to have to pick Fabricio, though. I think he just is going to find just a little sniped submission in one of these crazy scrambles, and that's going to be it. But going to be a legendary one. Stoked for this. Best match on the card, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited for this one. Fabricio is one of my favorite athletes. I always love to watch him compete. But I think Ethan's going to come in super hungry. I don't know how happy he is with all of his last Who's Number One performances, and that's got to put a fire under somebody, especially going through, the training camps with his team. He's in the highest level room in the world, or one of them. So super exciting to see. The chat has 58% to Ethan Carlson too. So it looks like the votes are
Interesting,
going
interesting.
Split.
Yeah.
There we go.
We
Now,
got a split decision again.
now's our chance to,
We're going to have to. Hey,
take over.
Nico, we need you to be the tiebreaker. Come on in. Who you got, Fabricio Andre, or do you have
Call it.
Ethan Carlson? Nico, let's hear it.
Fabricio.
Oh, okay. Fabricio.
Nico rolls with the
Fabricio
big
takes
dog.
it, yeah.
All right, so moving on to the next match. This is going to be the first match of the main card, so all of these you got to pay for it. This one's going to be Andy Varela versus Joseph Chin. You going to go against B Team again?
I mean, Joseph Chen, I've seen him in the room. He smokes pros. Like, he stomps a mud hole in pros. Runs wild on him.
Beats the brakes off of him.
But I don't know if he has the competition experience. Competition experience is a big thing. He didn't qualify at the
European,
Asia Oceania trials, which have like 5 persons in each bracket, right? Mm-hmm. So that makes me wonder if he needs a little bit more time to get ready for a guy like Andy Varela. Andy Varela's an experienced competitor. I mean, he beat Majid, he beat PJ Barch at trials.
Yep.
Competed at ADCC. I think he's a little bit bigger and stronger. Craig's really big on Joseph Chen. He's like some 16-year-old kid, I believe, that like was self-taught. He's supposed to be some prodigy. In the future, I think Joseph Chen's going to be a problem. I think Andy Varela's going to be a little bit too much for him. I'm going 10th Planet. Shout out to my friend Eddie Bravo, the Cleveland Browns.
Let's go.
I root for the Cleveland Browns and Eddie Bravo's kids baseball team because he's my boy. And I'm going 10th Planet right here.
There we go. Yeah, I think at this point, I do think just Andy Varela is going to be too much for Joseph. Joseph's obviously very young, hasn't gotten to be on this big of a stage. I think Andy Varela's performance at West Coast Trials just gave him so much experience in like a crazy environment where he ended up with a silver medal at West Coast Trials, one of the biggest trials ever, and they got to compete on ADCC. So I'm going Andy Varela in this one. But I do think this is going to be another match that's going to be a sneaky, really good match. Like I think this could be really exciting. So
What do you think's going to be sneaky about it?
I just think maybe it's going under the radar. Like we know Ethan Fabricio's a slobber knocker. I think this is a sleeper slobber knocker. I think
Sleeper slobber knocker.
Yep, a little sleeper knocker.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a potential sleeper knocker on the card,
Yeah.
boys. Let's go crazy.
Oh my god.
I mean, come on. There can't be too many. Hopefully the whole card's slobber knockers.
Yeah, I see. This is my thing with slobber knockers. I feel like at the end of the night, you have to declare the one slobber knocker. You know, like JR doesn't bust out the slobber knocker for every single match.
Maybe on the
bangers.
post show we should give out a slobber knocker award instead of match of the night. It's a
Yeah, slobber knocker award.
Although we might get sued by the WWE for that. But
You think they trademarked it?
Maybe we got to look into.
I'll
that.
call JR.
Let's just do it if they sue us.
Yeah. We'll have Reed and Corey handle it in court.
Yeah. Corey's our legal representation now.
What do you got, Connor?
Yeah, man, I think I'm going to go with B Team again on this one. I'm excited to see what Joseph can come out and do. I think if it was ADCC rules, I think I would be leaning a lot more towards Andy Varela. He's got that really good wrestle-jitsu style. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and say Joseph's going to make quite the splash on the Who's Number One scene for his Who's Number One.
What are you saying, Varela don't got submissions?
No. I just I'm excited to see what Joseph.
What's
Chen
your
can
problem
do.
with Andy Varela?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Aren't you guys teammates?
Yeah, we're boys actually.
You are actually teammates, right?
Yeah,
You know you got to see him in a few days.
Yeah, well, I got to see all these guys, and B Team's in town, so they got a little bit more access.
Well,
to
they
me.
already want to beat your ass, so there's no fixing that.
Who
Oh,
are
yeah,
you?
well, that's
Be
fair
honest,
enough.
Connor. Who are you more scared of, B Team or Andy Varela?
I'd be more scared of
Pizza.
Andy Varela than Joseph Chen because Joseph Chen is one of the most nicest people I've ever met.
He's so nice, yeah.
He's one of the he's not gonna.
I just think B Team has
Andy
more
Varela.
access to
Andy
me.
Varela might kill you, dog.
Andy Varela's in Vegas though, and that's the only thing I'm banking on as far as my own safety.
Okay, so you're going Joseph Chen. What's
Yeah.
the crowd saying?
The crowd is actually at a 50-50 split, right down the middle,
Oh,
10
no
votes.
way.
Someone go in there and break this tie for us, please to God. But right now, We're at half and half.
That's the main card, right?
That is the main
Let's
card.
not do the prelims. Let's just announce who the prelims are real quick.
Yeah, so in the prelims, you're going to see Rosa Walsh, now training at Pedigo Submission Fighting, so Jacob Couch's teammate, take on Emily Fernandez. Emily Fernandez is a Bruno Bastos black belt. And then the first match of the prelims is going to be Maurice Ramirez versus Kevin Carrasco. So those will kick off the cards. Those will be free on the FloGrappling YouTube channel, so tune into those.
Before we go out, I'm going to read the comments over here.
There we go. We got Professor Mike heading back to the comments. I hope you guys have been on your best behavior.
What are they saying?
55% for Andy Varela, by the way. Andy Varela won that, by the way.
There it
They're
is.
saying Hokage.
They were telling you about the dick pills.
Oh yeah, it's the thing about Cialis. It was invented for other reasons, but one of the byproducts of it is that it helps your dick get hard. It's not like Viagra keeps it hard, but it does make, it helps you out. It makes it a little bigger, but it helps with a lot of other stuff, your blood pressure. But the reason people take it, it gets your blood circulating so that you get a better pump when you go work out. So you wake up, inject your test, take a little Cialis, go to the gym, you work out like a psychopath. Like I turn into a caveman at the gym. I could take a rock and bash somebody's brains in when I'm working out. I could eat glass when I'm up there.
There we
They
go.
love Viagra.
Yeah, dude. Well,
This guy says I look like a potato. What the fuck does that mean?
Hey, we are all thinking it.
I don't even know what the fuck. Oh, because of my head, probably.
Oh, for sure.
Mike, I passed gas in your general direction. That's from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You ever seen that one? You seen it?
Haven't watched it.
Classic movie. I respect you, Brian O. Positive Mike is in. Connor is great for the company.
Yeah,
What?
that one out there.
Connor Sims. We got
so
Connor
that's-
Sims in the chat.
That's your alt account? Who thinks you're great for the company?
The best Johnson, bro. Come on.
OG Trey Hollywood and Texas Catch. We missed you, son. All right, love you guys.
We'll see you guys. We got a disclaimer now?
Oh my good God.